Hey guys, Heather Hooker here, and today I want to share 10 tips to help you eat clean on the go. Stick to your goals. I know that ideally we would all meal plan and meal prep, and we would eat healthy leftovers, and we would stick to the plan 100% and eat out of little containers every day. But I know that that's not real life. You're going to end up at a restaurant. You're going to end up pulling through a drive-through at some point over the next 30 days. Probably. So I want to give you some tips on how to make better choices when that does happen. So number one is if you know that you're going out to a restaurant or you know that you're going, to need, like if you're driving to the beach or something like that, and you know you're going to be having to stop at fast food restaurants, you can always check MyFitnessPal app and look for the healthiest option. So you're going to look for something that has the lowest amount of calories, low in fat. You would look for something that's high in protein. If you check MyFitnessPal before you go, you'll be able to make a healthy choice before you even get there. So that is number one. That is a good tip. If it's a special occasion at a restaurant, a lot of times restaurants will have their menu with their calorie information online. So you can try that as well if you don't see the information in MyFitnessPal. Tip number two is to order first. So if you're with a big group, you don't want to order last because you don't want to hear everybody go around the menu describing their delicious, good food. It's going to make you want whatever they're having. How many times has your significant other ordered something and you're like, yeah, I'll have that. So go ahead and order first, get yours out of the way, and be confident in your healthy decision. Number three is to order things specifically. And so one thing that I do all the time, and I'm not trying to be a brat or anything, but when I go to a restaurant, I will always order, if there's something on the menu that I want, but it's not exactly how I want, I will order it exactly how I want it. So you can do that as well to cut some calories. You can also order off the menu, which is my fourth tip. So if you're at a restaurant and you don't see anything that's really healthy, you can always just ask the waitress, would it be possible for you guys to do, grilled fish with some, steamed vegetables or whatever, like ask her, say, what can you do that is more like this is really what I'm craving right now, or this is really what I want to eat. I'm really sensitive. Is there any way that the kitchen can make this specific thing for me? I've been a waitress before, and I can promise you that the waitresses do not care. As long as you're nice about it, they will try to get you whatever it is you want. And, the only thing that I really cared about as a waitress was if the people were being like nice and polite to me and if they tipped me. So I don't stress about ordering things exactly the way I want them, or even ordering something that's not off the menu. If it's something that I think that they have, and it's not something crazy, I will ask the waitress if they can do that for me. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is to look for keywords on the menu. Some things that you would want to avoid would be anything that have the words gravy, fried, breading, au gratin. Au gratin means with cheese. Tempura, which is like a breading, like a deep fried breading. And I've seen tempura, I think it's traditionally some sort of Asian flavor, but I've seen it kind of trickle down and you can get tempura everything now. You want to stay away from that. You also want to stay away from anything that has the words cream in it or cream sauce. And if something's sauteed, you want to ask if it's sauteed in extra virgin olive oil, which is good, or if it's sauteed in butter, which is going to be bad. So those are the keywords to look for. Number 6, so no snacking. When you get to a restaurant, a lot of restaurants have either chips or bread or something else on the table, or they'll bring it out before your meal, and you really want to stay away from those because It's empty calories. It's not healthy food. And it's really easy if you start just kind of like talking and you're eating and you're talking and you don't even realize how much you're eating before your food even gets there. So you can ask the waiter to not bring the bread or the chips. If you're with a big party, you can always just kind of like scoot it down, pass it along to the other end of the table so that they can have it and it's out of your reach. Number 7 is be salad savvy. So there are some menus where the salads are the highest calorie items on the entire menu. So you really want to be picky when you order a salad, if you order a salad. I don't think that you have to, but you definitely want to be aware of what's on it and the portion sizes that are on the salad. I think Panera Bread is one of the worst offenders of this. If you've ever ordered a salad at Panera Bread, you know that they put like a whole block of feta cheese in there. They put a whole bag of craisins, a whole bag of, dehydrated apple slices that are drenched in sugar. They put like 2 chicken breasts on there, and they literally coat the whole thing with dressing and stir it up. So it's way, way too much. So the way that you can make it cleaner when you order a salad is to order the cheese, the nuts, and the dressing on the side. Basically, you want to order everything on the side. And then once you get it, you can add in what you think is appropriate. If you've been using the color-coded containers, you'll know that a serving of dressing is about, this big. You'll know that a serving of cheese is about this big. So it'll be easy for you to add in the right portion. The people behind the counter, they don't care. So always order that on the side. You can also make sure that there's no bacon, no croutons, and if they have avocado, you can ask them to add that to your salad for some extra healthy fats, keep you fuller longer. Tip number 8 is to drink water. And I talk about water all the time in this group, I feel like. But it's so important. You need to drink water instead of, any other drink, any other soda, and especially alcohol. If you drink alcohol on a regular basis, you are not going to reach your health and fitness goals. It's just not going to happen. A glass of wine every now and then as your cheat meal is okay, but you can't drink wine every time you go out to dinner or, every time you eat dinner at home, because it will keep you from making progress. So tip number 8 is drink more water. Tip number 9 is portion control. And you know that restaurants overserve you. So whenever you order, it's a good idea to split if you want to split with your husband or your friend, whoever you're eating. If you are out with a big party or you guys don't want the same things, you can go ahead and ask for a to-go box. You can even ask the waiter to put half of your order in a to-go box and only bring out half. That way you have lunch ready to go for the next day and you make sure that you stick to your portions. So that's tip number 9 is portion control. Tip number 10 is dessert. So I really think that you should save dessert for a special occasion. So birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, all of those times I will definitely eat a cupcake or a slice of cake or whatever, and I don't feel bad about it, but I don't think that you should order a dessert every single time you go out to dinner. If you do want, really crave something sweet, you can always ask the waitress if they have any berries. You can order, some berries with some whipped cream. Or you can order a big dessert to split it. So really the best bite is going to be the first bite and the last bite anyway. So if you order a big dessert to split, take the first bite, take your second bite, and stick by the 2-bite rule. And that way you will satisfy your sweet tooth without overdoing it on the calories. So I hope that really helps. And if you have any other tips that help you stay on track when you go out to eat, please post them below.